Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky, and if my voice sounds a little bit cloudy, it's because it is very early morning. I need to use every single hour since I've come back from my holiday because I have many things to do, and I haven't had an opportunity to actually talk much this morning, so my voice is a little bit on the cloudy side. But rest assured, I am well and quite happy, and everything is going very nicely. Anyway, we are on our way. I have loaded the train with lots of materials. We're on our way to the steel making area, which we designated, I think it was last time, as where we're going to make steel for our science area, main bus area-ish, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's get our tracks out and get things going. Oh, yes. One thing I almost forgot about. I have reinstalled the, oh my God, I've completely forgot the name of it. We're going to look at mod settings per player. Run speed toggle mod by Omnifarious. It is on the Factorio mod website. Anyway, you specify your speed here, speed for floating 0. This sounds very mysterious, but you'll see what I mean in a second. I've done 0, 1.5, and 10. And then you can apply this and it makes things work. And when I press F1, that's the default key. I don't know if that can be changed. Can that be changed? Let's look. Let's see. I don't know if it can be changed. Maybe it can. I don't know. Possibly in the actual mod file. But anyway, when you press F1, you get this little floating thingamajiggy. See? It floats. It's a 0 floating, and then the 1 arrow floating, and then 2 arrows. So this is like high speed. So this is very, very handy here. I keep like wanting to zoom in to make the numbers bigger, but they don't get bigger. I've just noticed this. Anyway, so yes, we are, I like this so far. This is great. So we don't even have to use the console commands, even though they are quite easy. If you go to the console with the grav key, or tilde, you might want to call it, and then you can just go up with that, with the arrow keys to repeat the text that you had written before. It works quite well. Ooh, Alt. We need Alt. There we go. So then we need to build stuff. We're going to go over there. Oh, we needed to explore first. That's right. I almost forgot about that bit. So let's go F1 and oh, that's very easy, isn't it? Quite lovely. Let's go down here. I just want to explore kind of the, oh, hello. Greetings. There's a nice smelter over there. Just watching the mini map at the moment. All right, and here is the relevant area. Wow, there's nothing much down here. I was hoping there might be another patch. Oh, and I had another idea. Somebody mentioned that they wanted to see me use the smelter near the base. And I was going to ignore it completely. I mean, not the comment, but I was going to ignore the smelter. But it occurred to me that maybe this might be an ideal spot to smelt copper, i.e. get copper ore from some big patch somewhere. There's 6.2, 9.9, or maybe even just small places. Set up an outpost, have it shipped over, and then this can be our copper for the base. And maybe that would be a good idea, to have like a dedicated copper supply, instead of worrying about this copper outpost, another copper outpost, and trying to balance all the things between all the places. So that was a thought that I had in one of the previous series, and I can't remember. It might have been Tasty Vanilla. We had this idea of like an ore mixing station, or maybe we would need a plate, sort of drop off location and pick up, so that all the producers could drop off at one location, and then all of the receivers could pick up also from that location, and they would be prioritized like that, instead of having, okay, outpost A goes to outpost B, this one outpost C goes to D, and especially dealing with the shortfalls there. So we'll see how it works. We might do that. I don't know. We might get 0.17, in which case we'll just go to 0.17. I have major plans for that release. But yes, this smelter might actually get used. I was going to ignore it and just, it's decoration. But I like this idea of possibly we could make a station maybe here, so it doesn't interfere with our base stations. just chuck it up here and then have some copper going on. I might even like explore here or here just to check out and see if there's any more copper along the way. Okay, here's some. This would be interesting. I wonder if that would be useful to like hover over this and get the ore patch sizes instead of having to go through the map. I don't know. Anyway, we have stuff. Wow, look at this tiny patch. 53 million. Oh, and there's uranium. Hello, uranium. Oh, so tasty, nice. Anyway, okay, so steel. We are focused on steel here, and this is where we're going to go. Now, this is an interesting thingy. I don't know if I like this or not. We might have to put the main line through here. The main train line this away, kind of. And then have this go... and have like a train. Maybe we'll have a train from here to there. Just have like a little, I don't know, like a toy train set. I'm feeling the toy train vibe at the moment. Could be very cute and very fun. We'd need to just maybe have enough space. That's kind of the basic thing, is just having enough space. And then the pickup station, that's another important thing. The pickup station will be down here, I think, for the steel. So we need to have this high enough for that to have entrances and exits from there. So let's go ahead and put this over here and just chuck it down. And then from, we will go also then from the other side and get that going. Okay, how far is this from... Oh, wow, we are quite a ways away. Still, okay, that's fine. Okay. And we'll just take the train along with us. And if we run out of materials, we... Oh, actually, let me get some of these, because we are running out of materials. Nice. Just take our train and trundle along. I love the sounds of the train. It's very cool. And then we have a factory, which is nice. I wish the train light wouldn't turn off when when we stopped, but that's the mod, I think, that does that. The more light mod, or Afraid of the Dark, I think it's called. Okay, how far are we here? Okay, so we do have connection ability here, whatever that means. Just get rid of this for now. And leave that also for now. And then we'll just manually connect some of that. Well, we might not even need to manually connect it. We'll see. Okay, there we go. Nanobots are doing their job. Yeah, I tried to fill the train with all the stuff and go shopping before we actually got out of the base. So hopefully this should be an easy process. I don't know if I'll even bother getting out the diagonal track because... yeah, we all know the hassles of diagonal track. No, actually, I might do it. I might be able to fit one. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we can do one. Oh, pardon my sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, and I know I'm gonna get I'm gonna get comments about this. Do not stifle your sneezes, KOS. Please do not. It's dangerous. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I sneeze very powerfully, like enough to wake the dead, so... Oops, there we go. It's kind of like, do I wake everyone? Like, thankfully I live on the prairie, right? So nobody can hear my sneeze. Though there are people asleep in my house at the moment. My mum, most specifically. There we go. Okay, so let's get this going. Okay, that actually was easier using the diagonal track. We didn't have to delete much. I think that's what made it easier. I'm not connecting the red and green wires. I am not using them yet. And if we need to use them, I can always go back and make them. Okay, here we go. Let's go. We just need to make sure that the power is connected. And as we see, we do have electricity once we mouse over some of these poles here. There we go. Very nice. Life is better, clearly. And I think this will give us enough room. And I'm going to enjoy, again, making the little train to go from one to another and unload all the fun stuffs. In fact, maybe I'll do that shortly. Maybe we'll just do that train first, or that train station first anyway. Because there's no point in starting any of this until the whole thing is complete. This music, this particular track makes me think of Terraria, and I have no idea why. I played Terraria a lot, but I stopped playing it after contamination. Oh my god. So many... so much stress. So much stress. I literally feel like I got some mild PTSD after playing that and having to... Oh, it was bad. Even after segregating all the areas, it was just... Yeah, not a good plan. Anyway, okay, we're gonna skip that thought because it is very disturbing to us. I'm gonna rotate this guy. I think this is a really nice orientation. What I want to do is take this and have the train directly unload downward here. And I think that's enough space to have the train line go up and not interfere with something coming down here to collect the steel down here. So that's my plan of action for this thing. Let me see what we've got. I know we have stuff. We have the sulfur unloading. This probably is ideal right there. Yeah, the question is how many cars? That is the question. And I don't know the answer to that question. Ooh, I almost forgot about the coal. Do we have any fuel around here? Ah, we have coal. Coal for days. Days and days and days. 74 million coal. This is... it's equally far away. I was going to say, yes, we could use this. We don't have any oil. If we had an oil spot close by, I would just convert it to solid fuel and then add it in, but we don't. Yeah, okay, fine. I think what we'll do is use a belt for this coal and add it to this station and this station. And also whatever we need for these guys. Okay, so... well, the thing is, somebody might object and say, well, it's too far away. It's the same distance from there to there as it is from there to there. Well, yes, but I'm not having an entire train just for coal. I refuse. We have options here. And besides, a coal belt is going to be one belt. And in fact, we could even use a lower grade belt. But the ore is going to take many more belts. And besides, we're in a train mood. So, okay, let's grab this whole thing. We need to grab this. Well, that's most interesting, isn't it? Fascinating. Okay, just going to grab these basic items here. And then we're going to delete some stuff. This might actually be useful as a fuel belt. So we're going to keep this. I'm going to get rid of this. We need these power poles. Yes. Okay, I think we can actually use the entire thing. I was afraid we wouldn't, but this is nice. So here we go. Now then, we have... We have 8 input belts. What we've learned from... Oopsies. Q. That was weird. I thought escape would cancel the hand. What we've learned from here is that with full input belts, we still don't get full output because it doesn't process. But I'm wondering if at full production, we will need the full input belts. And so therefore, maybe we'll need to have 2 cars. You know what? Let's make 2 cars. We're going to make 2 cars of input. What I want to do is we'll have 4 loaders going out of one car and 4 of the other car. I think that makes sense to us. All right. What we need to do is make these guys. I'm trying to like think about how I want to align this thing. I think this is actually okay if I do this. Yes, I think that's fine. Just wondering like how much space between. I think we don't even need that much space. I think this is fine if we do this. I'm just like scared because I like to leave space. And this is like, there's no space. It's like, no. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to take off the things that are not immediately needed. There we go, like this. The loaders will unload at the highest capacity possible and also load at this capacity as well. So let's grab, we need to figure out, okay, there's where the car is. So we need to grab this thing and move it also to the left. Okay, just like thinking in steps very carefully here. Let's copy this. Okay, delete this. Okay, and then put this down. There we are. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, and then we're gonna have another engine on this side. There we are. Okay, looking very nice. Do I need wood? I might need wood. Oh, no, I don't need wood. Excellent. Just make a couple of boxes here. And, of course, we are going to need these mini loaders, which I have seem to have forgotten just slightly. But we'll get them. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Put a radar down here so that we can at least see this area. And we forgot to add some along the train lines, but we'll go get those in a second. Now, for the mini loaders, I believe that I have completely forgotten to set up production, which I think, what was I going to do? I think I was going to do that, but I didn't. I know what it was. I think I was going to do it when we had bots and the ability to use logistics bots to do this, but I think we're going to just have to get rid of that. Okay, so we added the copper train. That's fine. We're doing the steel right now. Let's add a thing to make mini loaders in the base. Okay, save. I should say something like fabricate them, or, you know, some other thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 12 plus 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow, we need more materials. Okay, go away. We need more materials. All right, in any case, though, let's go E, and we can make these 12 fast ones. Yeah, fast ones are good. That's fine. And then we need to go back to the base, unfortunately. Oh, the sadness is real. But here we need to have... going to have steel iron plate drop off. I don't want them to get confused. Not that any of them is going to get confused because they're pretty self-aware, doing pretty well. I think we'll do 151. We need a tab to go between these fields. I think I mentioned that before. 151. There we go. Gray. Nice. Okay, so we still need mini loaders here. Okay, we'll go and get those in a bit, I think. Because we can just finish off with this. All right, so this is the end of this thingy-majingy. We can, therefore, do anything we want with this because we know we have it sorted. We have the length already here involved because we see the end of the car being right here. So we're going to have 2 cars with... iron plates coming in here. There we go. Okay, so we have this going. This is our coal line that's going to come from up here. In fact, let me just do that. Let's get the coal line sorted. There's this one. Oh, really? Okay, this is, yeah. I meant for that to be nice and organized. There we go. Just gonna go up, 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 up. Okay. No, sorry. No. I love being able to use the shift click to put down the ghosts, like where there are trees. That is such a handy thing to me. Love that. Just like seamlessly doing this. All right. So here is the coal. Look at how crunchy this looks. I know these are the HD graphics that were added were they added in 0.16, I think. I remember doing this and commenting with Exterminator how nice they look. Like, this is so crunchy. I do get very excited about that because it's so fun. Anyway, I forgot the miners. They are in the train though. No worries, we'll get them. And of course we need some power poles, which this actually might be a good opportunity to take power up there. So let's just do that. All right, so we have our miners in here. Should we take all of them? We could take some of them. Not all of them though. Let's take, we need some of these and some of these as well. Let's get all of them that we can. We have those. We need power poles. There we go. I didn't take enough, I don't think. All right. Anyway, it's good. Take the power. Okay, and coal. Now, it's very likely that we will only need... Actually, we will only need one miner. 64,000 for a single miner. I am highly amused by this. Holy... Look at this fuzzy catness. 336,000. Yeah. I don't think we're going to ever need that much fuel. Let's put it on the edge here. 94,000. I think that's enough. I really think that's more than enough here. For this. Yes. Okay. There you go. Have fun. Live the rest of your life here doing your stuff. Now then here, we're going to take the power up this way and just have it go. What's really nice though also is that these furnaces, they're electric ones, so they don't need the fuel. So we don't have to worry about that too much. Right, so now we have the situation where we have a little train that's going to come down here, and then it's also going to arrive at the other station. So let's go and take this across. I will go ahead and signal this now to get that organized. So let's just put this here. Okay, so what I'm doing is let's go over the signaling basics again. In case you're new, you just started, you didn't watch the other one. When we have a crossing, we need to use chain signals because otherwise this is going to be a big mess. If you look at the blocks here, you see this is a block with the red. This is one huge block here. So the way the game works is only one train can be in a block at one time. With the automatic signaling. I mean, you can mess it up by driving the train in there yourself, but you don't want to do that. Anyway, if one train is in this block, it will stop any other trains from entering this block. So if there's a train here, like where I'm walking up there, no trains, the next train coming from this side will stop here. It will not stop anywhere near here. It'll stop at the nearest signal, which is right there. And it won't be able to come in. So this is a very bad thing, especially since this line is only going to have one train. And if we leave it unsignaled, then nothing could ever enter this block, so that we would actually block the main line. That would be very bad. So to combat this, we need to break it up into smaller pieces, smaller blocks. And the way we do this is when you have a crossing, note this is a crossing, not a merging. A merging is something like this. This is a merge where you're having two lines coming into one. Here's another merge, here's another merge, and another merge, all these merges. This is a crossing though. You see this one goes down, this one goes across. This is a merge, that's a cross. Okay, anyway, here we have two crossings. So, well, technically three, but anyway, when you want to do this sort of thing, you use a chain signal to go across. And you can put the signal here, but as you see, when you put it on the corner, it can go either direction. You can rotate it with R to choose the direction. But I'm just going to put it one off just for ease of use here. When you go across, you think about the direction of the trains. My trains are using right-hand drive, so it's going to come to the right on the bottom, and on the top, it's going to go to the left. So when you cross, you put a chain signal where you want to go across. So On the top side, it's going to be from here. Okay, so that takes care of those two. Now, the reason we use a chain signal is it looks to the next signal ahead to see, aha, is it safe to go across? And normally you would want to go, say, I don't know, like 5, however long your trains are, and say over here, so that, okay, if this signal is green, then the train can go. And once it passes this signal, then it's, you know, totally away from this. But we're just going to put an easy signal here so that once it crosses this, then it will free up things. And this is going to take longer to get to this signal here. Anyway, so now we actually have made this block a lot tinier. Now, if we do the same thing on the top side, again, we'll have segregated this. This is now its own block, which is pretty handy. So if there's a train on this block, the trains coming from the main line can get closer, which is better for efficiency, of course. Now, how do we signal this bit? This part is going to be very much like the sulfur train, which is going to go 2 directions on the same rail. And what we need to do is, you'll see here, we have pairs of signals. And that is the important part when you have a bidirectional train. Normally with bidirectional trains, you may have no signals because it just goes on its own. But when you cross other things, other lines, you need to have the bidirectional. All right, so what we're going to do is we have a crossing going upward. So we need to have a chain signal here. And then we have another crossing here. So we're going to put a chain signal there. And you'll notice it's breaking them up into tiny little blocks. Okay, now going, well, we need to fix this first. When you have trains going 2 directions, you need to have the signals directly opposite each other. So in the middle, let's put that signal down. Okay, so it tells it can go down. And that immediately allows us to put the signal here, because remember, when we took this off, it didn't even allow us. It's like, no, we're saving you from your own stupidity. You cannot do this. So we have to tell it, no, I really know what I'm doing here. So we're going to put a signal there, and then one up here. So when it comes down, it could stop at this signal or this signal. Now, to complete this arrangement, get the regular rail signals. Again, put them opposite. There's a nice, it goes a white here across. So it's like, okay, put it there if you want to do what you want to do. And immediately it says, oh yeah, you can do this. You're good. You're cool. This works. And now we have a proper finished intersection where you see we have several blocks. And the reason for the chain signals in the center here is that this one looks ahead to this one, and this one looks ahead to this one. So if this one is red, this one will also be red, and it's going to say, you know, train, you're going to have to stop here. We don't want you to block these lines. And that's really the reason for chain signals, so you do not block the other lines. You stay before the crossing and allow whatever train is to cross. So anyway, I hope that was fairly clear and exciting. But if you have any questions, please come to the Discord, because we're a friendly bunch of people and lots of us love trains, and we'd be happy to help you figure out your rails, because it's part of like the best fun of the game. Yeah, so anyway, here we are. We have our furnace now, and we will complete the line to get things going. So what I want to do is, I think I'm just going to copy this train station, which I should have done from map mode. I don't know why I didn't. And then just get it organized. Okay, so what I want to do though, I'm gonna do this piecemeal, I think. I'm gonna copy this bit. Let's walk up there real quick. And just put it down, and then add the tracks afterwards. So this is gonna have to be reversed. In fact, I will, well, it doesn't matter. We'll do this, put it down, and then we need to reverse all of these guys. Maybe it's better just to take them off for now. Okay, we need to go back to the base and get more materials, but I think this is going to work. We need to make sure that oh, it is not going to work. Aha, look what we did. We have a mistake here. We need to have 2 spaces between the boxes and the rails. So we need to move this. And let's grab the chests. Delete these. And put the chests here instead. All right, and we'll go ahead and let's get this thingy-majingy. Let's see how far away this is. Looks okay. There we go. I like making these little tiny lines. I don't think I've ever done this in the game, which says a lot. I've done a lot in this game, but this is quite fun. Just doing these things like this. We could have made it more diagonal, but I kind of want it a little bit more squirgly there, so we have clean intersections and such. Though technically, you could do this diagonally if you wanted to. You could actually do this way. You could just completely go diagonal. But I'm actually more concerned about having space for doing the other station down here. It may not be warranted, but it should be fine. Anyway, I think I'm going to go back to the base and get the materials to make those mini loaders. And then in the next episode, we will finish all of this stuff off. But anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.